All right, we had quite a mess this morning, Dan.
A big bump in the road, right?
Yes.
And you know, this is the issue that you get one cold day on Monday. And that cold air is here just long enough that as the rain comes in, it creates slick spots, especially I was hearing about some of the bridges and overpasses. Those are the susceptible areas. It's March after all. We still see this type of stuff. But now we get to the other side of it, James, and I think that's the part you want to hear.
I'm ready for it.
All right, so let's talk about what's happening. At least for today, it is going to be chilly, it is going to be damp, and it's one of those days that once you get the cold air to settle in with the rain, it's like you feel like you can't get warm, right? Temperatures in the low to mid 30s. It is going to improve slightly here throughout the day, not a ton. We see very light winds out of the east, and anytime we get that this time of the year, the air gets trapped closer to the valleys and ultimately the ridges to the west. So that's why we're seeing such low-hanging cloud right now in Enola. Unless the winds pick up even slightly, this is going to be our outlook into the afternoon. It is not going to be a sunny and bright day, that is for sure. Wrightsville also showing the fog near the river. Now, there's a lot of color on this map, and really it's trying to pick up pockets of freezing rain. That's just radar trying to figure out where the coldest pockets are. But keep in mind, when temperatures are at 32 degrees or higher, we are simply not going to see a big accretion of ice anywhere. So that's the good news. So this first wave exits here early this afternoon. Then the next wave of rain comes in later this evening and overnight. That's where the heaviest rain comes from. So that's currently situated over Indiana and Ohio. So that's what's tracking closer to us through, I would say, the next 12 hours. Our hourly forecast shows that little boost in temperatures. So tonight, even with the rain, we do not expect any ice as a concern. And we'll see here on Precision Cast that break followed by steady rain closer to dinner time. So unfortunately today, both commutes affected by weather. It's not going to be a pretty drive home for many of us. Now, overnight, that clears and the front sinks farther to the south. How far south it gets determines will we see a couple of showers tomorrow or will it just be cloud cover. And notice there's clearing over our northeastern areas too. So tomorrow's going to be another kind of in-between day. There may be some clearing in spots. There may be a couple of showers and lingering clouds. I do not expect all-day rain for the region. Now, heading into Thursday's forecast, that's where the trick comes in. How far north does the front lift, and when do we start tapping into that warmth to the southwest? If we do, look at this heading into Thursday night, early Friday morning. Rounds of thunderstorms possibly developing with that mild air. So that goes to show you something is changing in the atmosphere. It's no longer talking about wintry weather stuff. We're actually talking about more warmer weather, and that is both in form of temperatures and maybe that opportunity for some downpours and storms into early Friday morning. But James, here's the good news. Still seeing a major warm-up by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that stays around into the following week. Not too bad, my friend.
All right, very good, Dan. Thank you so much. Up next.